Today you're going to participate in a mingling activity, and the mingling activity is very important to our class. Many of my former students will say that it's the cornerstone of our classroom discussion. You know how most of your classes, you sit there, and if you're lucky, you get to talk to the person next to you, or maybe even in a group. Well, this activity will allow you to have had a discussion with every single member of the class on multiple occasions throughout the year. We do a mingling activity at least once or twice a week, so I feel it's very important this first week of school to lay the foundation and the groundwork for this activity. Now, I know it sounds very difficult, with its title, mingling activity. However, it's actually very informal and casual and comfortable. It's a way to discuss whatever we're learning in the class that day. Well, today we're going to start a mingling activity off by just getting to know each other. So you've brainstormed some different ideas. What types of questions do you ask someone when you get to know them? What type of body language do you use? In your careers and in your futures, you're going to have to mingle and talk with people that you've never met before, getting out of your comfort zones, and that can oftentimes be difficult for people. So here are some of the pointers for today's mingling activity that I will be reinforcing when I return, and that hopefully Mr. Lindsay will enforce with you today. First and foremost, you want to make eye contact with the person that you're mingling with. When you first go up and present yourself and meet that person, you want to shake their hand, say, "Pleasure to meet you." And after that, you can ask questions like, what do you think about this class? And how did you do last year in school? And are you the oldest child in your family? Now, there are some boundaries, right? When you first meet some people, there are questions that you don't ask, okay? And then there are comfort level questions that you ask when you first get to know someone. So you have to gauge the conversation and make it appropriate, and try not to go to people you know in the classroom to discuss, because then you're going to be in your comfort zone, you'll probably be slouching, and you won't be practicing the good posture and etiquette that needs to be applied in this activity for you to actually internalize it, so that when you do meet an adult or you are on a job interview, you are able to successfully communicate with self-confidence. And I cannot tell you how many times I have had students come back to me. This is a year where students do job interviews, and they tell me the mingling activity helped me because I got my posture right, I got my self-confidence, and I was able to present myself in a professional way. So trust me, this activity over time will help you. And I know some of you are completely frightened right now. What? I'm going to have to get up and talk to people I don't know? I'm so shy. It may start off that way, but by the end of the year, you'll know everyone in here, you'll feel comfortable, and you will be able to successfully mingle. So, posture, very important, okay? You want to not have your hands closed in front of you or on your stomach, or in any way cutting your body off from the other person's body. That shows the other person that you are physically not willing to talk to them, even if verbally you are talking to them. I've studied mass media communications, and I've studied body language, and so what you want to do is have your hands comfortably down at your sides, or even behind your back, just resting there. You want to find something to do with your hands that doesn't distract the person who's speaking to you. You definitely, if I were doing this the whole time I was making this video, I think it would be a little distracting. Even when I scratch my face, I know it's distracting to you guys, because I'm not, my verbal and my nonverbal are not meshing. So it's very important that you keep your body language open so that the other person feels that level of comfort and that positive connotation that, yes, you like them, you want to talk to them. And that will really assist you in your building your own self-confidence and making the conversation more comfortable. Okay, next thing. You are going to reach a period in your conversation where there may be an uncomfortable silence. And an uncomfortable silence oftentimes creates a negative connotation or a negative feeling between the two individuals discussing. And you don't want that. When you first meet someone, you want to leave a positive impression, especially if it's an employer, a business colleague, a new friend, a girlfriend, a boyfriend, whoever it is that you are meeting for the first time. You want to leave them with a positive opinion of you. So you need to be able to overcome uncomfortable silences. How can you do that? Well, you can ask a question. Questions always open up new dialogue. So these are just some tips for ways that you can mingle to reduce the stress, make it more comfortable. We will be doing this in the future. We'll be discussing literature as we mingle. We'll be discussing vocabulary as we mingle. It's a very important activity. So practice good posture, stand up straight, keep your body language open, don't fidget with your hands, try to overcome uncomfortable silences with a question. Make sure the conversation is appropriate for someone who would just meet someone for the first time, and get out of your comfort zone. Do not go and mingle with your best friend or your next door neighbor. Find someone in the classroom for each of these 3 turns that you get to mingle. Find someone in the classroom that you don't know to truly meet for the first time. Good luck.